Greetings, fellow garden enthusiasts. Welcome to another Botanical Bliss exploration where we uncover nature's secrets for creating thriving gardens. Today we're delving into the remarkable world of fava beans, not just as a delicious crop but as perhaps the most powerful natural soil builder available to home gardeners. If you're struggling with poor, depleted, or compacted soil, this comprehensive guide will show you how this unassuming legume can transform your garden's foundation. Many of us inherit or create gardens on soil that's far from ideal. Whether it's new construction with stripped topsoil, an old garden depleted by years of growing without replenishment, or natural clay or sandy soil that struggles to support abundant plant life, the challenges are real. Signs of compromised soil include water pooling on the surface, plants that remain stunted despite fertilization, cracking during dry periods, and a notable absence of earthworms and beneficial insects. The conventional solution often involves trucking in expensive topsoil or bagged amendments, a costly and often unsustainable approach. Fortunately, nature has provided an elegant alternative that works with the Earth's own processes, the fava bean. Fava beans, Vitia faba, sometimes called broad beans, are truly remarkable plants that deserve a place in every gardener's soil-building toolkit. Unlike most garden crops that take nutrients from the soil, favas actually leave your soil richer than they found it. The nitrogen miracle. Through a special relationship with beneficial soil bacteria called rhizobia, fava beans capture atmospheric nitrogen, the same element that's the primary component in expensive fertilizers, and convert it into plant-available forms right in your soil. This process, called nitrogen fixation, occurs in small nodules on the plant's roots, effectively creating free, organic nitrogen fertilizer directly where your future plants need it. Structural soil improvers. Fava beans develop deep, extensive root systems that can penetrate even stubborn clay soils. These roots create channels for water, air, and soil life to penetrate deeper, improving drainage in heavy soils and water retention in sandy ones. Even after the plants are cut down, these root pathways remain, creating lasting structural improvements. Living mulch and organic matter. The abundant leafy growth of fava plants shades the soil, suppressing weeds and protecting soil life from temperature extremes. When eventually cut down, this organic matter feeds soil microorganisms and adds carbon to your soil, improving its structure and water-holding capacity. Mineral mining, fava bean roots can access minerals locked in deeper soil layers and bring them to the surface, making them available for future crops with shallower root systems. Four-season versatility. Unlike many cover crops that only thrive in specific seasons, favas can be grown nearly year-round in many climates, making them an exceptionally flexible soil-building tool. Planning your fava bean soil restoration project. Success with favas begins with proper timing and preparation. Optimal planting windows. Fall planting, ideal for most regions. For maximum soil building benefits, plant fava beans 6 to 8 weeks before your expected first frost date. This gives plants time to establish strong root systems before winter dormancy. In regions with mild winters, USDA zones 8 to 10, they'll continue growing slowly throughout winter, then surge in early spring. Early spring planting. In areas with harsh winters, plant favas as soon as soil can be worked in spring. Though they won't grow quite as large as fall-planted favas, they'll still provide significant benefits before summer heat arrives. Cool summer regions. In coastal or high-elevation areas with cool summers, favas can even be grown during summer months, providing continuous soil improvement. Site selection for maximum impact. Focus your fava bean plantings in areas that need the most help. Depleted vegetable beds, areas where heavy feeders like tomatoes or corn have depleted nutrients, new garden areas, spots where you're converting lawn or bare ground to future growing space, compacted soil zones, areas with poor drainage or compaction from foot traffic or machinery, erosion-prone slopes. Favas's strong roots help stabilize soil while improving its structure. Fallow rotation areas, beds you're resting from intensive vegetable production. The complete guide to growing fava beans for soil regeneration, preparation and planting. Begin by preparing your planting area with these simple steps. Remove existing weeds and large debris from your planting area. There's no need for intensive soil preparation since we're using Favas specifically to improve poor soil. For severely compacted areas, loosening the top 2 to 3 inches with a garden fork can help with initial seed germination. Next, consider inoculating your seeds. While fava beans naturally attract nitrogen-fixing bacteria, you can supercharge this process by coating seeds with a legume inoculant. Look for products labeled for fava, broad beans, or vetch. This significantly increases nitrogen fixation, especially in soils where legumes haven't been grown before. To inoculate, lightly moisten seeds sprinkle with inoculant powder and mix until evenly coated. Plant immediately after inoculation as the bacteria need to remain viable. Plant seeds approximately 1 inch deep and 6 inches apart in all directions. In rows, maintain 12 to 18 inches between rows to promote good air circulation. Water thoroughly after planting to encourage germination. Care and maintenance. One of the beauties of fava beans is their minimal maintenance requirements. Once seedlings reach about 6 inches in height, apply a light mulch around them to suppress weeds and conserve moisture. Keep the mulch from directly touching the stems to prevent rot issues. Fava beans grow quite tall, 3 to 5 feet, and can become top-heavy, especially when flowering and producing pods. Provide support once plants reach 12 to 15 inches tall. This can be done with simple stake and twine supports, tomato cages, or bamboo teepees. Water requirements are minimal after establishment. During dry periods, provide about 1 inch of water weekly. In regions with regular rainfall, additional irrigation is rarely necessary. Favas need very little fertility to thrive. After all, they create their own nitrogen. For extremely poor soils, a light application of phosphorus and potassium, such as rock phosphate and green sand, can help support strong growth, but isn't essential.